Okay, so we're going to talk about adding fractions with like denominators, which means the same denominator. So when we're adding fractions, the denominator is going to stay the same because what we're doing is that we're just saying, like, again, for example, I've got cookies or cupcakes or whatever I have. They come in a package of 7. I want to know how many are in each package, so the number that comes in the package is not going to change. So the denominator stays the same. So I'm only going to add the numerator. So if I look over here, so the denominator stays the same, which is 7, and then 4 plus 1 is 5. And that is how you add a fraction. I know, seems kind of silly. So the same thing over here, 1 over 6 plus 4 over 6. The denominator is going to stay the same. And then I'm adding. 1 plus 4 is 5. I know I just did the same one twice, my bad. Okay, so again I have 5 over 4 plus 2 over 4, if I can write that correctly. And my denominator is going to stay the same, and now I'm doing 5 plus 2, which is 7. So if I have a mixed, I have to convert to a mixed number if needed. So I can follow my steps where I divide. Or simplify. Okay. Well, the other way you can do is I can decompose it. So basically, if I have, and this is my star over here, I'm going to put a star here. If I have the same number on the top and the bottom, it's a whole number. Again, it's kind of like if I had a whole package of something. I have 4 out of 4. So if I bought a 4-pack of brownies, I have 4 out of 4, so I have the whole package. So it equals a whole number. So basically I could draw like a big, like, giant 1 around it. Okay, so when I decompose, I want to take my 7 over 4 and basically make like kind of like a factor tree a little bit, but just, or like, what did you guys used to call it? Like a fact family. So I want to say that 4 over 4 goes here, and then what's left from the 4, that's 3. 3 over 4. So this becomes a 1. So then my answer would be 1 and 3 over 4. If this way is confusing for you, then just follow the other steps that we already did. 4 divided by 7 is 1. 1 times 4 is 3. And that's the remainder. 1 remainder 3. And we know that it's 1, 3 over 4, but the bottom stays the same. So it's up to you which way you want to do it. But so decomposing is just making like that fact family. So I'm just taking the 2 factor, that's the factor of 7, and breaking it up so that I have the same number on the top and the bottom. So here's another example. 9 over 10 plus 7 over 10. Okay, so the bottom stays the same, and then 9 plus 7 is 16. So now I'm going to put 16 over 10, and I want to make 2 fractions where the 10 is on the top and the bottom. So 10 over 10, so then that makes it 1. And then what plus 10 is 16? Well, 6. 6 over 10. So then I would have 1 and 6 over 10. But now I have to look just at my fraction and say, can I simplify that? Well, I can, because I can divide them both by, not 3, 2. So 6 divided by 2 is 3, and 10 divided by 2 is 5. Again, if I was confused about how to do it that way, I would just do 16 divided by 10. 10 goes into 16 ones, times 10, 6, remainder 6. Okay? All right, let's just try one more. So we have 4 over 5 plus 3 over 5. Bottom's going to stay the same. I add the 2 in the top. That's 7. Then I come down here. I want to decompose, or basically make a fact family for 7 over 5. And I want 5 over 5. And why do I want the 5s to be on the top and the bottom? So it makes one whole. And then 5 plus what equals 7? That's 2. And then that's my fraction, 2 over 5. So my answer would be 1 and 2 over 5. Okay, so now what if I added my fractions up and I got 15 over 4? And I wanted to decompose. I can't just do 2 because I need to make sure that I have lots of 4 over 4s. So if I do 4 over 4, then I would have 11 over 4. So then I basically have to make like a factor tree. So then 11 over 4 would be another 4 over 4. And then a 7 over 4. Why do I keep putting 4s over 4s? Because the 4 is on the bottom, and I need my numbers to be the same on the top and the bottom to make wholes. And then 7 over 4 would be 4 over 4 and 3 over 4. So now I have how many wholes? I have 3 wholes and 3 3/4. Or again, you could just do it the way that we've been doing it, where you just divide 4 divided by 15. 4 goes into 15 3 times. 3 times 4 is 12. With the remainder of 3, 3 remainder 3, so 3 3/4. So either way, again, it just depends on what makes sense in your brain.